Guys, welcome back to Gardening with Creations by DX & Co. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different, which incorporates my love for gardening as well as my love for fish tanks. I've been looking at this for a little while now, and I finally got my hands on it, and I wanted to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Bear with me, let's get started. Okay guys, welcome back. So this is actually what I'm talking about. Believe it or not, this is actually a fish tank. And right now there's dirt in it. I'll explain that in a second. It's made by the Back to the Roots company. And I've seen these in stores. They retail usually about $100. I saw them at the Home Depot. For those of you in the US who have a Home Depot. And I've wanted one for a very long time. And what it is this particular little filter goes inside the tank. It pumps water up into this tray. This tray fills up with water and feeds these from the bottom. These rocks here are a very porous, almost like lava rock, right? But they're very porous. So it's great for two things. One, for holding beneficial bacteria for the actual fish itself, and converting the nitrogen cycle, which is huge. And then as well, these stay wet and moist because they're very porous. So what that does is continue to feed the roots. So it's almost like a hydroponics, aquaponics system. So I've been very excited about this for a long time. The only downside that I see to this unit is you need some sort of a natural light. And unfortunately there's no light in this system whatsoever. There's no built-in light, anything like that. So the water then drains back into the system right there. So what that means is that the plants themselves are sucking the nitrates out of the water, and it is feeding these plants, so you should be able to grow nice and lush plants, and which also filters the water so that the fish that you have in there, like a betta or a couple of guppies or something like that. Never a goldfish, too small for a goldfish. But something like that, they are getting filtered water because the plants are sucking out all those bad waste. So it's its own little ecosystem, if you will. That is real soil that I'm going to test out in this unit. So that is potting soil. I'm actually going to add a little bit more, and then I'm going to cap it off with gravel. Aquarium gravel. The reason that I'm going to do that is because I want the plants that I put inside there to have a good jump start on nitrate, fuel to feed the soil. But I'm going to cap it off with aquarium gravel to keep all that soil down from floating into the water column, because that's not a good thing. So I'm going to get started building out this tank, but I wanted to show you guys what that is. Now, as far as seeds, I won't be doing that in today's video. I actually ordered specifically for this dandelion seeds. So I'm going to be dropping dandelion seeds in each one of these columns to see how well they grow. The reason I'm doing dandelion seeds is because those are perfect greens for the bearded dragon. So again, this is an indoor unit that I'm going to have, not one of my outdoor garden that I'm starting. So I want this to be a year-round thing. So I'm testing it out, guys. I will take you along for the ride, and I just wanted to show you, I actually found this one on Marketplace for free. So I was very, very excited about that. One other drawback that I found to this unit is you feed your fish through this tiny little hole right here. It does drop straight down. Now, anybody who feeds fish regularly knows that you'll end up hitting the side. It'll gunk up the side, so you're going to have to constantly clean this area, which is a little frustrating, especially since how you're going to have to take this unit out, clean down inside there. So that part's a little frustrating. And I got to try to find a spot for natural light and to try to make sure that these plants don't get too leggy. But we'll see how it goes. It's worth a test. For free, you can't really beat it, right? All you're losing out is a couple of seeds to try things out. So just wanted to show you guys this. If any of you guys have a unit like this, comment down below. Let me know how it's working out for you. Did you like it? Did you not? What were some modifications maybe you made to it? And we'll go from there. Thanks. Okay, so I have put the potting soil in there, as you can see. Now, you might not get the angle on the camera, but I'll try to do it from the side. You can see I've kind of angled it up. That really will, once everything's in there, should give some dimensions to the back of the tank, kind of make the tank look bigger than it actually is. So you can see there's still some water in there. I'm going to go ahead and let all that soak in while I'm rinsing out the aquarium gravel, and we'll go on to the next steps. Okay, we've got our gravel in. I went with some black glow light gravel. I'm not going to be putting glow lights on this, but that's what I had available to me. Always rinse your gravel or substrate. I pulled the soil back about just a hair so that I could get the gravel in the front, so it actually looked like it was all gravel in the front and no soil at all. And always make sure you rinse your gravel out. Even if you bought it straight from the store, you want to make sure you rinse it really well before using it in your aquarium. Some stones or pebbles, whatever you want to call them, that we got on our nature walk. I'm going to go ahead and get these cleaned up so we can use them for our decor. So I've got a little bit of water in the tank. You can see, I think the rocks themselves are releasing tannins in the water, which tannins are great for fish. Not bad for plants whatsoever, but those are the rocks we collected on our trip, as I'm sure you might have seen in the previous video, and they are looking great. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of aquarium plants in here, some miniature Java ferns, some Anubias, things like that, and then I will get this filled all the way up. You can see the filters going, it just kind of drains into there. And then my seeds are expected to come in today, so we'll show that as well, hopefully. Unfortunately, I am not sold on the location. It is a east windows that streams in, only hits here for about a half hour, so, but dandelions don't require a ton of light, so we'll see. I'm only looking to grow greens, I'm not looking to grow flowers, so we'll see if it works or not. Okay, we have got some baby Java ferns in here, and we've got some Anubias in here along with our rocks. We've got the whole thing put together. In particular, the water level might be a little full, but that's okay. I just did another water change to back out some of the tannins that were in there, and so we haven't put any actual fish in there, although we do have a cycled sponge. There's a sponge that actually comes with this, and I did throw it in with my aquarium filter so that it would get cycled. This has been running now for a few days. I have not put any fish in it yet, although I could safely put fish in it with that cycled sponge. It'll also create the bacteria as far as that's concerned. But we've got our dandelion seeds in, and so I am going to try to get these planted in. There's 500 seeds in a pack here, and it looks like, in general, let's get it to focus there, 7 to 14 days after sowing, plants will grow quickly, and that's awesome. So they establish best outside in warm weather, but we are not going to be planting them outside. We're going to be planting them in this media. It's hard to tell on camera, but these are all wet and moist because they actually are very porous, so that's another thing that will hold beneficial bacteria for the fish as far as that's concerned. And so this just sits in a vat of water, as you can see with the slots there, and that soaks into these rocks, and they're very porous and they stay nice and moist. I have set up a heater in the back there, kind of unsightly, but it's good because that is a preset heater that at 78 degrees, so that should keep this water warm, which will help with the germination process as well. So let me open these seeds up here and get them sprinkled in. Okay, so not at all what I would have expected for dandelion seeds to look like. In fact, I would have expected them to be more like the fuzzy white stuff that blows around in your yard, right? But that's okay. Little do I know, I guess. So we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to sprinkle these in here. No rhyme or reason. I'm trying to get them to go down in without falling all the way into the water. I've never used this system before, guys, but I have no doubt that it should work. And the more greens that come up, the better it is for me to feed the dragon. So that's it for this video, guys. I will update you later on the progress and how this works. Maybe you guys want to try something like this on your own. I really appreciate it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will update you along the way as far as how these are doing, how this system actually works, and what fish we decide to put in here. Hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and make sure you hit that notification bell. You never know what content we're going to come out with in the future. Got a couple of grow lights that I'm going to be testing out here. I'll show you inexpensive options for grow lights. Maybe you guys will appreciate that. So if you don't want to miss that, don't forget to hit that notification bell. As always, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys are staying safe and enjoying your gardens.